personally, I actually find it exactly as balanced as I would want. I bounced from activity to activity, side mission to main mission to battle, in this way that just really felt nice, even though I can see some people playing this and wishing there were more bad guys everywhere. But they come out in the later, busier sections, and there's a VR battle system that you can gain different items by doing so. I was interested in all of this, and the game continued to grow on me more and more. That brings us to fun factor. First, I have to say, I think the game is actually awesome. Yes, it's sometimes frustrating. There are things about it that I don't love, but it's well worth the asking price. It's just that Rebirth is a bit like watching a fighter who's come back and has a bit of ring rust. It's a damn joy to play and watch. But just like that fighter in the example, I sometimes see it do something and go, ooh, damn. In gameplay, yes, it holds up. I do love some of the side moments, the activities, the specific characters that were hanging out alongside one another, doing different synergies. That's a nice add. But then, as I was running through some deadly country lane road just after slaughtering an entire shoe-filled factory worth of reptile things, I couldn't get Cloud to climb up a hill the size of a friggin' kindergartner's nappy time pillow. And then when I ran around to the other side of the rock, I was faced with more rocks that looked like they'd been textured by someone working with the memory limitation of a fucking speaking spell. It's a grandiose, insanely ambitious title that adds in places, yes, it may not need to, and in other spots could have done with a bit of shoring up, but it is more than the sum of its parts. And I actually find myself enjoying this more than I did the first title. That being said, it is fun as hell. That's a bit of shoring up, but it is more than the sum of its parts. And I actually find myself enjoying this more than I did the first title. That being said, it is as fun as hell. That's really what matters in a game like this. It continues the story, and it's a story that a lot of folks are probably going to love diving into. And I hope you like diving into reviews with me on these kind of things. Dragon's Dogma and a couple others are going to be coming up next. I hope you guys enjoy it. Jump into the game. Have a good time if you do so. T-Mobile built a 5G network.
Welcome back to
This is about all I could carry.
The show where we give you some straight up gameplay and our first impressions of the latest games releasing. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today the journey into the unknown continues with Final Fantasy VII. The highly anticipated continuation.
Careful out there.
Final Fantasy VII Remake project. The first game set a pretty high bar for how these are going to go, but I'm going to say it. Rebirth pretty much blows everything about the first game out of the water. This is one hell of an ambitious game that marries open world game design with AAA spectacle and makes it look easy. Rebirth is massive. It's a game with a ton of content, but it somehow manages to retain the polish and presentation of the first game. If not, brings it up a notch. If all you care about is a quick recommendation, there it is. Rebirth is an excellent RPG that gives you a lot more RPG than the previous game did. It makes Remake honestly look kind of like a tech demo, and that's not to say that Remake ain't good. I've played the hell out of Remake at this point. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Rebirth continues directly where the previous game left off, starting with the flashback segment, Calm. This whole opening sequence, fantastic. Not just surprisingly accurate to the Final Fantasy VII layout, they're impeccably designed, and they're just full of personality. I might be fan-birding out a little bit here, but it really is amazing.
The folks from Walmart have brought us hot meals.
Play out with some of the most lavish presentation possible. Even if in one of the game's only kind of awkward moments, villagers stand around Sephiroth with guns for a long time without doing anything. It's very weird, but it all looks incredible. From a story perspective, Rebirth actually hits it on the park, despite the fact the game has a lot less story progression than the previous game. You're mostly just going from one place to another following. Story perspective, Rebirth actually hits it on the park, despite the fact the game has a lot less story progression than the previous game. You're mostly just going from one place to another following. Story perspective, Rebirth actually hits it on the park, despite the fact the game has a lot less story progression than the previous game. You're mostly just going from one place to another.
issues ever since last night. Roads are collapsing, and sinkholes are opening up all over.
Might find her enthusiasm kind of annoying, but the voice acting is actually really good in terms of making her likable, and that goes for everyone, actually. In general, everyone has a lot of...
Still up for it?
Okay, that's enough out of you.
Get ready. Come on. Sloppy. It's over.
Going in.
All right. No holding back.
Going in.
Be careful.
Not done yet.
Anytime now. Gotcha. I'm ending this. Shit.
Why the fuck she keep going?
We still got a job to do.
I see you. Shit.
Going in.
Let's do this.
There! Bring it!
I won't give up.
It's nothing.
Let's do this.
Think you'll walk away from this? Giving it my all!
Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
But putting in the work and playing games and earning boosters and upgrading your cars to unlock new ones. It's a fun, rich experience. It's so different than any other car game.
Come on!
and that kind of thing. This is funny. It's an active moment, and they did it as somebody remembers the entire game.
Let's make this.
Where he's having all of these characters again, rather than just being like the visible, dirt and Cerberus type stuff. Here's a world that's they double down, and I think, oh, here we go. I'm gonna
No holding back.
It's not over yet.
All right.
And I had to stop and take in the scenery. And at this point in my playing video games career, I don't do that in the way that I did in this game. Nobody watched it like that. This game's version of the other game's done is awesome looking, and the variety of games is incredible. It's not just one from ruins like you think you go from desert, drop to paradise, into lavish shopping malls.
Dog, why the fuck she keep dying, son?
Honestly, and I don't want to say that the first one didn't have variety.
You okay?
It's very specific in its setting. Rebirth doesn't have one giant continuous world, but each one of these zones
Got a whole heap of land with your name on it.
No holding back. Sorry.
Bingo! There!
Get ready.
No need to panic.
I do like that. Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Come on, man.
So long. Good job.
Whatever, man. Let's go.
with, man.
Is massive. It's got a ton of stuff to do in them. It's very specific in its setting. We have so much more visual variety in this game compared to the last one. And honestly, again, I don't want to say that the first one didn't have variety. It was just very specific in its setting. Rebirth doesn't have one giant continuous world, but each one of these zones is massive. It's got a ton of stuff to do in them. It's honestly a little overwhelming at times if you want to be a completionist. There's just so much to do that it could be exhausting, I think. At least doing everything isn't a requirement or anything. You're free to pass some of this stuff up if you want. It's all connected to the intel system where you collect data around the world. It unlocks new combat trials and a kind of currency you can spend to earn new materia. Spells. These unlockable materia, extremely good in this game, is not. If there's one negative to the game, it's that some of the open world stuff can get super repetitive. There's towers to climb, special monsters to hunt, crystals to scan, that kind of thing. And when you've done one, you've done basically all of them. Another issue, at least to me, is ledges and climbing. It can get a little awkward in the open world, trying to find places you can climb, places you can't. Sometimes you can't jump down to spots that seem like you should be able to jump down to. Sometimes you get kind of stuck in the environment in awkward ways. There's no jump button, so navigation feels a little wonky at times, at least on foot. Certain open world activities do mix things up, like catching a local chocobo to ride, which have different abilities depending on the region you're in. And there's also classified hunts in each region where you fight a unique boss enemy. Probably the standout open world quest in these proto-relic missions, where you go around collecting these treasures that have this unique story attached to them. Sometimes they introduce little mini dungeons, or have you play through mini games, and they're always a ton of fun to hunt down. Some of the open world content can get a little repetitive, the side content specifically, but overall the game is just anything but repetitive. It's constantly introducing new mini games, special events, dungeon mechanics that mix up the party formation, all kinds of stuff that just breaks everything. If you love a good mini game, you will love Rebirth. It's almost maxed out with them. There's so many that it's almost impossible to list them all, and they're all incredible ones. There are some more basic ones like
No holding back. Get ready. I'm ending this.
Bring it!
Try me. You okay?
Let's finish this.
It's over. Here we go. Let's do this.
Don't give up.
I won't give up.
Too late.
Let's turn this around. Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yeah,